All right, so this is a deck I built the other day. It started as an Archon Persists Living In build. I was trying to do both, but it was just not super functional, and the Persist Archon part was not even good enough sometimes, even when you did it on. I lost the game against Energy. I think I was on the play. I got Archon in play on turn 3 and then almost died on their turn 3 or something, turn 4. I'm like playing the call for a plan tomorrow. Nah, I'm not here this weekend, so there's no point. I mean, I guess technically I'll land in Greece at 4:15, so I could maybe make it to play on my phone on Arena, but I'm gonna be like traveling, taking a cab through Greece for Crete, so I wish I could though. So yeah, just trying to cast Living In of Marauder, so upside is it's cheap, so you can play a lot of 2 mana spells. Downside is you need Delirium, so we're playing cards like Architect Will for artifact type. We've got instant and sorcery. We've got a few enchantments with the Phomos. Overlord, obviously one of my favorite cards. The Glue. And one new card I'm trying today is the one of Electro Dominance. So when you get stuck with a Living In hand, you can just still cast it. We'll see if it's good. Some one-offs. Courage was pretty solid for me, just one-shotting people and not letting them untap. Grace was pretty solid too, and then your usual suspect, and then sideboard has like Graveyard Hate, 8 cards for like Rest in Peace, like answers to Rest in Peace, some good cards, some good creatures that work well with Living In, like Harvester of Misery, What Strike Elite, Foundation Breaker, Fulminator, and then this is our hopefully better Pyroclast, Rough Tumble, as well like cutesy Ren and 6, just cause good card, fetch lands, Boseiju, and Gemstone Cavern, one main, one sideboard. Ooh, nice. First hand, Blessed was all Cavern. What do I imprint? It's either Overlord or Salvage. Salvage is more card and into speed, like second Overlord's a little greedy, but maybe they have thoughts. I mean, my hand's just so robust either way. HG. Um, I'm gonna use an Overlord. Just Salvage is one more card. It's a guaranteed instant in the yard too. Not that I think I should be fine here. Could just be a mirror match. Okay. I'm just gonna do Overlord first. Just sets you up in case I have answers for my living ends. Get the looming threat. Take a straight wraith. Yeah, were there any decks that would play Bob back in the day when it was borderline? I mean, I remember people playing Bob, and there was a deck in Block Constructed. It is probably like Sultai living in on, ironically. I don't know, never mind. Oh, it's a Birthing Ritual deck. That might be a tough matchup. Play against that was a regular living in the other day and didn't feel great. The deck Xeno one's been playing. It's like Birthing Ritual for Oculus, basically, kind of value. And they have like Calling Oracle and Icefang Coddle, and they kind of log the game up because they play Blue Flare and some Force of Negations and stuff. So 3 card types only somehow. Hmm. What should be last type? Endurance, Elephant, or Good Old Land. So if they have a counter for Living Ends, maybe I'll just stick to Endurance. They're probably gonna have a. I guess probably it would have to be exactly Force of Negation. They don't have a creature in play yet. Oh, they have their own Endurance. Right, they play Endurance too. Hmm. Do I want to do my own Endurance? Do I have Bursting Ritual in play? I feel like kind of screwed either way. I guess I'll do it. I wonder if I could have like saved a street ray. I did have Overlord, but I think it's probably gonna be too slow. Yeah, there's a deck that played Bob was Hit and Run, which is like converted mana cost of I don't remember 17 or, but I don't really know why you're considering Bob in a borderline deck. I'm in like huge trouble, even though that was a really good draw. Darren's not gonna save me. I mean, land to spend a living end. Guess I'll just take the endurance anyways. Or the street wraith anyways. Okay, that might bail me out. And obviously offering a trade here. They're probably not gonna block unless they have another Quelling Oracle. Bob's usually really good in limiteds. I think Bob you almost play always, no matter how expensive your deck is. I mean, you're a limited deck. How expensive can your deck be? Yeah. Oh, they revealed free Oculus. That's really good for me. It means they're way less likely to hit off Ritual. I think we discussed the card a bit in our limited meeting, and at least one person's experience was like taking 12 or 15 damage from their own Bob and still easily winning the game. Like it's especially in limited, it's like such massive advantage. Alright, can Black Overlords bail me out? I did play Subtlety too. I wonder if if this deck is good against the other stuff. Because it does seem pretty good against Living End from the games I've played so far. I think I got two the other day by Xeno on. And I can buy for Beltrade them. Not have four flares and force some negations. Probably like oof into sideboards. Do I like Final Fantasy Limited? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Probably not gonna play it much anymore because the new set will be out when I come back from vacation. But yeah, it was fun. I am 11 Final Fantasy boxes on the way. No big deal. When is vacation? I'll leave Saturday. I'll leave the 19th and I come back the 31st. Alright, they found the Oculus. Couldn't just dodge forever, unfortunately. Uh, so I need to get rid of Ritual. I kind of need that extra blocker. I have Endurance plus Overlord for now. I don't have basic. I don't want to shock. Also, kind of want to surveil. I'll just. Also got good when I do Living End. If I do get to Living End, so I have the breaker in this side. Yeah, I might just need to block her. I really don't know, actually. 1, 2 free ground attackers, 5 in flying. Let's say they tap 1 down. I have 1 blocker. Not quite dead on boards. I go down to 1. Damn, that was my nut draw too. Cavern on the draw was just a great hand. Well, if I keep it on top and don't get to activate Overlords, I'm not getting Delirium anyways. If I mill it, I can get it back with Overlord next turn, hopefully. So maybe I should just mill it. They had a pretty good hand, yeah. True. Ritual Endurance. Yeah, Endurance was much worse than them just having a Force of Negation. The Jose appears. Might as well block, I think. Feels like maybe I need to hit another Marauder and not mill a living end. I'm guessing you're gonna have at least 1 counter. Cash grab. Let's do it. No second Marauder. Bring back Harbinger, Agent, Flood Pits, Coiling, Flood Pits. I think I maybe even play Consignment deck? I'm not sure. Marauder, dude, you weren't here the other day when we easily 5-0'd? They didn't chum, so they have a counter. Let's make them use it. Oh. I did not expect that to happen. Well done. Did it just kill me? Also can't cast my endurance anymore. Should I have just endurance and hope they have nothing? I could have maybe hedge and just cast the endurance. This way if they counter, maybe I still live a turn. I have the food token too. And they don't have green mana anymore. Should have just shuffled out living ends. Wait, I have a graveyard? Oh. I don't... maybe? I don't know, I got confused because my graveyard just moved. Their deck, I don't know. No green mana is pretty rough for them. For sure. I'm gonna draw a lot of Flooded Drowners. I should have just pumped the troll, maybe? Oh no, because the troll they'll already have to triple block. I did a little coaching yesterday. If anyone's ever interested, I do offer coaching. It's always nice. I don't do it very often. I don't really advertise for it much. Yes, basketball coaching. Just coach sharing my streams. Yeah, kind of. All right. Foundation Breaker seems good. Probably gonna have a Piles of Consign and a Witterbloom command, and a Wren and Gemstone and Boseiju. And maybe Trespasser and probably Harvester. Maybe that thing. I'm glad, Jim. I'm glad I could help with that. 69 card, just send it. Well, you bring in Cavern and Boseiju, so you can probably cut. I've been cutting like a couple lands. Just a couple fetch lands, I guess. Or some of the big dummies. But having cheap, expensive land cycler is pretty good at countering their living end. I mean, at countering their endurance. Been trimming salvage when I bring in the Witterbloom command, because they do a bit of the same thing. I've been trimming Architect of Will. Could trim Courage too. Trim Courage, trim FOMO. Maybe try to keep my deck as functional as possible in the grindy games. So keep stuff like FOMO, but cut stuff like Courage. And Joe, just casting the Courage could be good. Maybe cutting Fetch is bad because of being able to fetch the basics. Still 2 cards. Could cut a Living End. I think that's a little greedy. I guess I'll just cut all the Architects. I could cut Street Race too, but their deck's not super aggressive. Could trim one, keeping at least one Architect. I have the combo. We'll see if it's any good. Making me keep an otherwise kind of mid-hand. Kind of just don't want to surveil because of Harbinger. I think I want to get basic Mountain. And can get basic Forest. Maybe I shouldn't board out the 1-mana Land Cyclers for that reason. Let's get Harvester in the yards. Wait, what happened to Agent? Oh, they hit Consigned to Memory. Hmm. You have Endurance, Age, and Subtlety. Could be very greedy and play a Trespasser first. The problem right now is my living is just even with Ent in the yards, just not that impressive. But the more I wait, the worse it gets for me. Because they put more stuff in was not sure. Just tough spots. Yeah, it looks bad regardless. Maybe this is why Electro Dominance is bad, because it only works. It means like you have two bad cards in hand, so you're less likely to have like a functional draw. We'll see. We'll see if it bails me out somehow. Does Dutch consign to memory? I wonder who came up with that deck. It's really cool. Was it a spike deck somehow? I might just chump, but maybe if they start chumping like crazy, I can just race a bit. I just took it. It's possible to have consign in hand and I'm dodging. Also possible to just have flare or force of negation and it doesn't matter. They'd get sorcery and instant in my graveyard. If neither of their creature is an Oculus, I'm in business. I could have double endurance. Yeah, maybe attacking with FOMO is doubly bad. That's unlikely to be in a great spot, right? They get to Oculus more stuff to the yard. They get to like potentially hit an endurance there. Alright. Caverns out. Fetch in. Let's try and figure out something better than boarding out the land cyclers and the architect here. Trespasser was kind of decent. It wasn't the highest impact card, but I think it could be good in games where you don't have ritual going. Maybe Harvester of Misery is just underwhelming. Killing their cantrip creatures. I guess hard casting Harvester could be good in the fair games. M. Holag or Molag, thank you for your Prime sub. Ah, salut. Sois le bienvenu et merci pour l'abonnement. Maybe just trim an Ent, be a little greedy. Maybe trim a FOMO. Something's gotta go. Maybe I will just cut the courage. I want to keep Electro dominance. It could be good in the fair games too. You may cast a spell. Kills like a nice Fin Coddle, maybe. Alright, I need to cut one more. Solid hands. I like to cycle first. You cycle so you have more info on what you need to surveil into, is the theory behind it. Let's not keep a second one. Rough. That kind of almost means I need to endurance first. I think I'll get basic force because of Harbinger. I don't have even a surveil if land. What happened to... Alright, I drew the 2 green ones. And then it's the red-black one that's left. This is a league. The challenge starts in 45 minutes. So if you're dumb, you want to sequence a creature first. And then the ritual after, usually. Just fetch one of my basics, right? I have double green, yeah. Secure basic mountain, maybe? Let's see. Looks like they're keeping consign mana up. Mountain or swamp? I have Overlord and Salvage and Cycle, and then red it's actually casting the Marauder. And obviously all of that only really matters if I do draw. If they do cast, which might not even be the case. Yeah, format challenge is modern. I'm not gonna use consign on the so I can do it now, make them have force of negation. If I wait, I think it's just better. We can hardcast a counter, but then I get to Marauder. Also, if they tap out for a 2-mana creature, I can do it in response, and then they can't flare. They can't do much. Endurance. Okay. Oh, Electro Dominance looking pretty cool here. Should dodge all their counters. Do they have another one? Not completely over. They can cast Oculus next turn. Hopefully I have... I mean, they're down to 2. I'm gonna cast a Marauder. Like they're pretty rough shape. What do they need? Oculus deals with 2. The hit consign again. Alright, the Electro Dominant still work. Just said GG's, I thought that Electro Dominant was a bluff since one living in was already in the graveyard. I should have played more safe. Well, if you play more safe, you're... I mean, they're kind of in a tough spot. Alright, let's play one more. Great hands. And we're on the play. Hey, Nintendo, hey, Goat, hey, Siege. Half Xan. What should I call you? Xan? Zan? Hafa? Zan? How do you say it? Like, do you say kind of the X, or is it more like a Z sound, or... does it matter? Zan. Oh, someone else is, I have no idea. Or just Overlord in the dark. Backup plan. Belcher, really? Damn, the shade. This is a charity string with fun decks. Is it like the Belcher deck, the old school Belcher deck? What else could it be? No, basic mountain. Oh, it's just Storm. Storm try a rough matchup. I think it doesn't do much against Storm. Endurance in hand might be nice. I guess I do living in fast and consistently. That might just be good. I have the one foundation breaker too somewhere. What should I discard? There's a world where I'm living in again, is there? Probably not. Maybe Grist? I'll do cash grab, I guess. In case they play a Baral or somehow flip a Baral, don't kill me, I don't know. Yeah, not having force. Not having force, not having subtlety. This one's gonna be tough. Yeah, their draw is good, obviously. I'll turn free kill for an endurance. Pretty solid. I'm just gonna scoop. The elite 4 mana. What does Storm usually play in the sideboards? I don't even know. What's their name? Veno Art. 4 Orim's Chant. 3 Prismatic Ending. Grapeshot Brotherhood Zen. Relay Flage. Oh, that last deck is like if 5-0 was living in. They're also a living in player. Kiora, the Rising Tide. 2 Halo Forger. Maybe I should try Kiora. Don't like that card, but could be good. Alright, back to Storm. I wonder if Chris is any good. Wonder how good I am at slowing them down. If at all. Probably bad to cut Street Wraith in a fast matchup. Alright, decent turn 3 potential here. They got the white source, Forum's chance. Alright, hopefully I find enough delirium stuff. I don't have to put anything, right? Instant, sorcery, creature, enchantment. Do I need to add anything? Do I want to for some reason? I don't think so, right? You know what? I could have... Oh, no, I have the cash grab as a green card. Living in, I get to reset their graveyard, have another endurance. Think I one-shot them. Now we pray, Now we pray they don't have like medallion into something. Should be good. Seems unlikely. Glimpse. Chum blockers. Bought themselves a turn. Is there anything relevant I can hit? I don't think I have a relevant card. Guess Trespasser. 1 damage. So I should just keep 2 endurance triggers up. Damon add the red enduring in hopes no one made. What? What are you talking about? Just being clueless as always. Red enduring's been gas. Alright, now they can't even fetch. Can't fetch, can't shock. I have double endurance. I did the best I could. I mean, I would have won this game if I had milled red endurance. Did consider having a second one in my sideboard for these kind of matchups. Maybe I should. They also can't lose a Ralph flip. Bitter Reunion's not a creature. I'm playing a living end deck. I want some creatures in my deck. Also, Bitter Reunion takes some mana. You don't always have the extra mana. Yeah, Bitter Reunion's obviously an option. We considered it. Classic Jose thinking, we just didn't consider the most obvious card ever. But do it now, is Strike It Rich like relevant? Not right. Yeah, I just spent 400 bucks on cardboard. I'm not sure if I should feel good about it. Probably shouldn't do it if you're gonna feel bad about it. I'm not a psychologist. But yeah. Alright, let's cut fetches. Probably can cut a basic in the matchup. Oh, red Electro Dominance may cut basic swamp.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
I wonder if Fulminator is worth it. If I'm desperate enough to just board in Fulminator and Charmal. Or like Web Strike Elite, so I have a 4 mana instant speed answers to the. I'd be desperate enough. Maybe trim a cash grab. I guess Gris can go. Gris probably a bit of a pipe dream. And Trespasser. I guess the point of Gris and Trespasser was like having something to do if I think they have Orim's Chant. Okay, Charma's probably a bridge too far. Fulminator Mage I can get behind. Could just cut another Ent. Or another land. Crest. Yeah, I have enough threats, I guess, just casting Endurance and Trespasser and Phomos. I want to play around the Orim's Chant. Okay, I mean, turn 3 living end. Have a medallion answer. Just kind of a bad matchup, I guess. Gemstone Cavern would have been nice. Untap plan is what I need, really. I guess I could just hit the fetch land of the Rumble. Creatures, artifact, that'll be sorcery. Need Shriek Maw. Come on. Untap lands. Brittle. Come on, deck. I did board out a fetch land. Nice. We have mountain, right? Dude, then I get rid of the Baral too. And I get to log them out of mana. Architect of Will the Goats. You can have a Past and Flames on top. That seems good. And I have Lethal in play. Oh! I didn't use Fulminator Mage. Yeah, I was not paying attention. That's too lucky even for me. Whoopsie. Definitely did not need Fulminator Mage there. I think I should be good with Endurance. Arms Chance. That was a little silly. Saving Fulminator for next game. Well, we know one of their cards, Fast and Flames, is the other is a medallion, right? Can they flip Raw when it was enough counters? 7, they're short, right? That's close. Oh, pre-game action? I raise you. I raise you a cavern exiling living end. No big deal. It's gonna be a matchup where I'm living in for a lot and it's still not enough against just a single Draco. Could have just played stomping around, that was silly. That's a pretty good draw for them. I feel like I need to go now. Then they start exiling my graveyard too. Good job me. Only having one black source. Like a champ. Real Munson. Now they're gonna have Stubborn Denial mana up. Still no Marauder, eh? I think I need to like have the Foundation Breaker in my hand because if he gets exiled, I might not be able to kill them. Hey Doug, it's been a while. Thanks for the raids. Welcome everyone. Thought I broke it, but the wheels are falling off. I'm doing great. In and out. Hope you're doing good too. Alright, it's a little scary. They're just going after my yards and not trying to find a Stubborn Denial. Oh, I get a sub from Dux too. Let's go. Kind of want to start with Leyline, honestly. Let's do a rumble first.
Very happy to hear it.
Thanks. Play Arena. I have a modern PT in a couple months. Super walk, sorry. I'll play Arena when I come back. It was the new set, new standard for sure. Alright, not sure that's even really buying me a turn. They can probably fetch for the lands they need. Binding Tribal Flames. That might not even be good. Yeah. No Tribal Flames. Can I live a turn? With Seiju Dad, they have red, black, white, green. The blocker. I mean, almost for sure they have a stubborn denial, right? Another one? I can't win. Let's do Ren Viseju. Let's maybe do Trespasser, Foundation Breaker. Just got Gemstone Cavern. Maybe just got Street Wraith. I love the Trespasser. I mean, they're a Flage deck. The games could get grindy. Yeah, that's right, Jose. Trespass this. What are people playing in the standard qualifier this weekend or in the standard plan tomorrow? Who watched the main event final table or the main event coverage in general? Every hand I saw the grinder play was just him getting really lucky and not playing especially well. Just winning every all in and just betting hands being behind kind of, and I don't know. Obviously you need to run like Jesus to win the main event, but you know, playing well kind of helps. Alright, let's see. They have Leyline, I have Boseiju. I need a swamp. I just fetch for swamp and Cycle Architect, I guess. It's kind of a pain as well. Rumble the goat. Don't sure have time for Fulminator. FOMO could be nice. I'll take the FOMO. I haven't really had that issue so far with this deck of just never drawing a Marauder. Seems like a pretty good spot to chump. You get to get Ent, and I'll get basic forest. I might miss the surveil, but on that plan will be nice. It's made for some fun on Twitter with people crying that D won POI and not Grinder. Oh really? He won despite Okay, both Grist and FOMO are pretty good here. They call him Stubborn Grist, right? Do we need to have the blue NX counter? I'll just play Grist, I think. I could have said go to and just Endurance first. Grist pretty tempting though. Grist may be better against Binding too. High noon. Incredible. Steve, does this see why you want Trespasser? Doesn't this thing have first strike? I need Strike and play him silly. Alright, I guess I'll just play a fair game. Fine by me. No. I will say I have 4 endurance, so I do have a lot to do on turn 3, even without the Trespasser. Maybe it's overkill. I'll have played the spell already. I will say Grist kind of girded in that spot. Just gonna solo the game. Bye bye Leyline. Hopefully bye bye Draco. I'm gonna play with FOMO. Probably just discard salvage, honestly. And then backfiring, yeah, full up potentially. Or Grist. If you just Trespasser now, I wouldn't even have said anything. I mean, I have 2 endurance in hand. I see Trespasser, doesn't matter. I usually don't act in bad faith, Jose. And I'll tease you about stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. Alright, Jose says Trespasser is overkill. I'm still not sold. Alright, Caverns in. And then I can probably trim like a Mire and one of the dual lands. Maybe Blood Crypt. And then Harvester for Rags. have blockers for rags. Draco Flage. That stuff is all slow to trolls and stuff. I guess I don't need much. Hmm. I don't hate keeping in one street wraith. Don't love it either. Harvester. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep the blood crypts. And just cut like sure troll. Pretty good hands. Missing the 1 mana cycling cards. Guess a Marauder. Legendary. Rip. Is that even to play? It might mana screw them, I guess, right? Spellbomb. Have you learned nothing from last game? I'm not gonna get too fancy, I'll just do it now. I mean, if they were gonna get on tap land, they wouldn't play that way, but FOMO Overlord. Oh, FOMO is really nice with Cavern, right? Finds me a land, or when I actually don't have a land in the graveyards. Guess I'll just do FOMO. I'll just be like not too greedy. Boarding out fetch lands when I'm bringing Ren's a little loose. Some unreal bad draws. I drew Gemstone Cavern number 2, Electro Dominance, and another Marauder. Because as bad as it gets, basically. I guess second Marauder is fine. Even though they have Spellbomb, it's still potential sweeper. Maybe I should have played my land last turn. Alright, I think my play makes sense. You wanted me to lose my gemstone? I can't. Then I'm color screwed for the rest of the game. Seems pretty terrible. Wait, what are they doing? They're just kind of punting. I don't have a timing, unfortunately. I was trying to save my Fulminator, but I can't. Wait, they still get to float. I guess I lost track of what they could do. I thought Fulminator could stop Arena. I'm silly. I just don't even know how stuff works. I should have used Fulminator on my turn. I just, yeah. I think I probably win if I do. I think I probably win if I do. Depends on their hand, but oh well. I'll tell them. I'll ask them if there's a reason. Cavern of Souls. Oh, there we go, Eldrazi. Oh, why didn't I do salvage first? Seems suboptimal. Um, should I go down to a bunch of life? Should I go down to 3? Or is that silly? 3, 6, 11, 14, 17, 20. Yeah, let's go for lethal, I guess. Let's present lethal. Command temple. Assuming temple's their best draw. Even though command's not bad here. Keeps him alive. Chrysalis. Has you read your card? Dude, I don't know what your card is. Just post a link. Stop being such a diva. Literally didn't post a link last time. Artifact cards and red creature cards in your hand have warp, a red, and 2 other creatures you control have haste. Legendary Kavu pilots. I mean, it has to live. It has to be in play. Better have some 1-card combos. So just go to like Italia or something's the best one. Alright, I can Gris and kill that Chrysalis. But maybe I want to attack first and make them sack stuff. Try and bait them a bit. Not sure. Oh, this is silly. They can cast their first command for 0. But they don't know what I have on top. Sure, on that plan seems like a reasonable card. Maybe they're still at 11. You can just play another Chrysalis. I kind of maybe lost a creature for nothing here. They might have still double chumped. If I hadn't played that way. I guess I can always like living in again, maybe. Worst case. Jose. I don't know, man. I should probably cast Endurance because of like, or maybe evoke Endurance to keep Boseiju mana up. It's probably the play. Storm Cycle. Cast a FOMO. Get rid of Prior Living Ends. Endurance. So I don't get Emerald. And then say go was Boseiju for the blades. Maybe they can command to live, but it means they like don't do anything. They don't really get ahead. It's gonna deck. Deck, yeah. FOMO plus spawns. Reasonable. The record so far, not good. 1 free. Oh no, that's the league. 2-1 in the league, 1 free in this challenge. You hate when I don't show the record, dude. The app is literally down, please. Don't act so entitled. I mailed the basic mountain. I don't know if I have a land left to fetch. Guess I'll just play this. Keep this on top. Still too short of Emrakul. Alright, to find the blades. But I still have Boseiju. Ballista. Good thing I didn't do it down too low. Kind of forget it could just Ballista. Alright, oof. The player is Saga, right? All my sideboard, 14 cards. Not sure what I'm supposed to do in this matchup. Let's go full sideboards. Submate Nayana, best version in High Mythic. I haven't played that deck in a while. Last time I played it, it was not so hot, but I haven't played Standard in a few days. I was liking my Banned Birds deck lately. But even with that deck, the wheels were falling off a bit. Damn. Kind of just want to take the cycling cards that bad. Electro feels pretty safe. Does die to call against command, and I have rough tumble in hand. I'm like kind of bottlenecked on color and mana too. This is double green. There's at least kind of cycles. Could be useful. Got a chrysalis. Okay. That's a good draw. Let's get green black maybe. No creature in the yard, so just Marauder. Keep it simple. I was like the one chrysalis. Oh, my harvester kills my oof. Maybe I should have taken the oof. Hmm. So what do I want to do? I want to rebuild for the next living end, maybe? Too sure. Let's keep that in on top. Bunch of garbage. Gravidigger's Cage actually does not even work against me. Doesn't work against living end. PSA. This is why you should not trust league results. A side note. Containment freeze? Like a nameless freeze stuff, right? Because if it's in play, it just dies. Servo. However you pronounce that. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Alright. Think I can just fire class here and win. Well, this thing has menace anyways. Alright. How are we doing with the challenge? One match left. I'll play one more. Derek said he's not a weeb. Do you believe him? My friend, I don't even know what a weeb is, really. I mean, I vaguely know what it is, but... Macro tracker working again? Nice. Thanks for the heads up. And the loneliest monk, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. So friendly to our new chat member, Naughty21. All right. Oh, here's a Marauder. It actually does happen sometimes. I only hit Marauder when my opponent already has like Oculus and Murktide in the yard, though. Yeah, that commercial. It's something on Earth. How about I interact with endurance? I have one card type in my graveyard. That's just good deck building. Alright, no Stern Scolding, please, I'll cry. It would be good deck building. I actually do think Stern Scolding is a decent card as opposed to like silly Spell Snare. When the you weren't here the other day when we like it started as an Archon Persist Marauder Living In builds, and then that was awful. So I just went straightforward, just Living End, and it was just great. And today it's been kind of mid minus. I don't have a frog in the yard. I have two card types, but with land and artifact, that's enough. All right, so let's do cycle. Let's do surveil. Uh, the pod. We're supposed to record yesterday night, but I went out to dinner. I came back on time, but I was like tired. Kind of sucks. Like Edgar can't really do during the day, so we did at like 11 my time. I guess we've always recorded the podcast pretty late. Hoping to record tonight and talk about the new cards. Just ramble a bit. All right, what do we play? Frog Oculus. Have I seen the big scandal in science? No. What happened? Is it actually like professional athletes involved, or it's just some scammer? Wow. Lemieux? Oh, no, okay. That is a lot of money. Kind of scary. It was like World of Magic cards. Damn, dodged a turn 2 frog. That's nice. Thoughtseize, I can live with that. I wonder if they're just going to take Marauder Or are they gonna take Rumble? They could take Rumble if they have an answer from our otter. I was hoping for at least like some like broke athlete to be involved or something. LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had to pay his gambling debts. Somehow went bankrupt, just gambling it all. Wait, Bruno Mars is in debt performing at MGM Casino. He's like, Casino's like, well, buddy, time to hit the dishes. We need someone to like do the dishes. All right, hit me, dealer. One time. Hey, let's go. That's just good deck building. Wait, I didn't have a creature in the yard? Maybe it's not good deck building. I do feel like maybe there's like at least one too many of these like self-mill cards, to be fair. I think I'm playing too many of that effect. What are the advantages of this living at build compared to traditional? My friend, I have no idea. I honestly don't know. It's a little bit better at finding endurances, I guess. You do more cool stuff. Enduring Courage is kind of nice, but I guess you don't even really need to be able to cast it. I don't know, the red cards have been kind of nice. Oh, I'm silly. Obviously, the big advantage is you get to cast 2 mana cards. Like Rumble's great, and you get a lot of sideboard options you wouldn't get. But if you think about it, like Pyroclast's pretty nice, but Living In is already decent against energy. Witherboom Command has been clutch. Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty consistent too. It's fairly consistent, but you're down to 6. Guess I'll just go. Creature that got Surveilled was a FOMO. Or 9-1 in leagues, assuming I win this game. Which I'm probably gonna win. I did say the league results were somewhat meaningless, but still better than losing in leagues. Think a FOMO. Yeah, cut a salvage for a second courage.